Hello, future people. Welcome to Getting Tabled. I'm Jason the Bruce, and today, because I'm giving in to temptation again, we're checking out the Voidscarred. So, as far as the Aeldari is concerned, this is the new hotness, right? For Kill Team, at least, anyway. My initial plan for Aeldari, for Kill Team, was I wanted to do craft worlds, and that is still what I'm doing. Everything is built. Nothing's painted yet because I've been distracted. But I kind of gave in to temptation on this one. Like, these models are supposed to look gorgeous, and on the back of the box, they really do. Yeah. I probably shouldn't have brought this. I might have used the channel as an excuse, maybe, which is the thing that I said I was going to stop doing because I don't have the money to continue doing that. So, the front of the Voidscarred box, or the Corsair Voidscarred box, this artwork is straight from the front of the original box that it came in. It's kind of like they've taken the original box and gone, snip, snip, okay, this is the new box. I mean, obviously it's not quite as simple as that, but yeah, that's exactly the same piece of art that was on the original. On the back, we get an idea of the main build, at least. You do have a couple of options here that you can go through by the look of it, which is good because that's the way that it should be with these boxes. Otherwise, it'll be interesting to see how these end up looking. I expect that most of these are going to be monopose, but with a couple of options. So that is definitely the same character there. That looks like he's got an optional head. So it does look like there's a few different options in here. I'm just very carefully looking through just to see where everything matches up. So let's get in. So the water transfer sheet, this is a bit of a surprise. It literally comes with exactly the same one that you get in the Guardians box. I gotta say, that's very surprising. I kind of would have been expecting the Voidscarred to get one of their own, honestly. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter, but I just find that very surprising. All right, and the front of the instructions. So everything's fairly standard on the front here. All right, so coming through, everything looks fairly straightforward so far. Yeah, there is definitely options. So this first particular one can be built one of 4 ways. Yeah, so there's different options for each character. So if you're wanting to build all of your options, it looks like you might actually have to buy 3 different kits. Looking at these instructions, though, it looks like these might be multi-pose. These arms, at least in the instructions, look like they could be swiveled. If I'm right, then that's actually good news because I thought had stopped doing that. Nothing truly outstanding in this, though. I mean, there's nothing wrong on this, but there's nothing truly outstanding. It's just an instruction book at the end of the day. But good to see some options. Let's get down and have a look at the sprue. All right, and here we are with the first of the sprues. So first things first, detail on these things is absolutely phenomenal. This cape in particular is quite nice, the whole it's been stitched together thing. Whereas this one is all nice and premium. I like the fact that there's differences here. That's quite nice. Arms are coming in 2 parts, which is an interesting choice. Looking at that arm, that is a positive sign. It looks like that's poseable to me. Just going through, yeah. So yeah, this is really good. I gave criticism recently to Games Workshop because everything seems to be coming out multi-pose lately. But this kit actually has some posability in there. This is good to see. Now, for those that are not aware and just want to throw shade, It is probably worth noting that doing kits that have posing does introduce a few problems, and it is a lot more work. It's not just as simple as, well, they should always do this, because it depends on the kit. It is a lot more work for the sculptors, and it can sometimes hurt the pose and the detail. It's kind of a bit of a balancing act. But given that it used to be one of their points of differences, I had been upset to see it go. That's really nice. That in particular might be my favourite of the capes so far. Fairly standard looking flag there. Just kind of going through, having a look. We've got a lot of different head options as well, which is nice. I'm really liking what I'm seeing with this kit, honestly. This particular kit, I suspect, is going to be one that you are going to want to look at very closely, and you're going to want to take some time before actually choosing what you want to build. My understanding is that this is the more powerful of the group when it comes to the Aeldari. I am not a competitive player, so don't take my word as gospel on that. This is just what I have been told. This kit is... Oh, that's really nice. Potentially really flimsy, though. That I can see breaking very easily. But it's a really nice dagger. This kit's phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. There's your Raven. Lots of options here, and options are what? Yes, options are good. If you know where that comes from, put it in the comments. That's kind of nice. Almost gives me a bit of a Skull and Crossbones type vibe, given that the Corsair are essentially pirates in space. That is my... Oh, that looks like one of the warp spiders. Yeah, I mean that is my understanding of the lore, is that the Corsair were the piratey ones. There was another one where it was all like old technology and they were riding dinosaurs and stuff. I can't think what they were called off the top of my head. I'm sure there will be people in the comments down below that will tell me how stupid I am for not being able to remember it. So yeah, this is a really beautiful looking kit. Lots and lots and lots and lots of options there. As far as room on the sprue is concerned, honestly, that's the only gap there, really. There really is nothing more that they could have fit in this, except for there. And that gap is probably... There's not really much more they could have done, honestly. This is a really, really tightly packed sprue. So there we go. That's the Corsair Voidscarred. This box is... I really like what comes in this box. This is going to be something that I will build at a later stage. By all means, look, if you're someone that wants to play competitively, like I said, as far as I understand, this is supposed to be the more competitive of the Aeldari options. I am not a competitive person, so I would not be able to sit here and tell you what your list should be. But there is resources out there that you can go and look at if that is the way that you want to play. But as far as pretty models is concerned, if you want pretty models, this is the way to go. You've made it through to the end of another video. Your next mission is to hit subscribe and comment down below. If you'd like to reach out to the team, consider doing that, gettingtabled@gmail.com. Consider subscribing to our Patreon. For only $2 a month, you get early access to almost every single video that we do. Our most active social media is facebook.com/gettingtabled. It's where you'll find everything first. There's also a Discord. There's an invite on screen right now. If you type that in, it'll give you instant access. If you're on Twitter or Instagram, you can find us at gettingtabled. It's not the most active, but it's something we're trying to use more all the time. come and check out Jason the Bruce at Twitch. He does both video game and hobby content. And of course, without question, play more.